I was asked years ago, well, on a radio program, why it is that men and women are so different and why does it have to be so hard understanding each other and meeting each other's needs? Why isn't it more natural and easy? As I pondered on that for a moment, I realized that it's very much connected to the idea that the more deeply we sacrifice, the more deeply we love. If relationships were just easy, if I understood the other person without any effort, without any work or any sacrifice, I would not come to love them deeply. And so, as we're talking about the 17 secrets to the male and female psychology, I know that this is going to be complicated and frustrating at times, and you're really going to feel like it's not fair or the way it should be or the way you need it to be, the way I'm describing. But I believe it just is what it is. And as I've studied and come to understand men, and of course, because I'm a woman, I naturally understand women much more easily than men. But as I've come to study and really try to understand men, I've come to realize that there is no right or wrong to how the opposite sex thinks. It just is what it is. And we can either be focused in on being right and how we think things should be and how we want them to be, or even how we need them to be. And in the process of focusing in on being right, we so often forget to be effective. So that is my hope for this audio as you're listening to it today, that you will come away feeling that you are more empowered in being effective in understanding the opposite sex. What you're going to be learning today is just a small part of what I have to offer in the Lasting Love Academy. So let's jump into the 17 secrets to the male and female psychology. First, I'm going to start with women because I do think that this number one need of a woman, which is to feel safe and secure, is at the heart of what every woman wants. We thrive when we feel safe and secure. That is what we want in a relationship, and all of our behavior, and whether it's nagging or criticizing or withdrawing and disengaging or threatening to break up, whatever our behaviors might be in a relationship, they come down to this number one need to feel safe and secure. And it is probably the most complicated of all the 17 secrets. I could spend an hour or more just trying to help men understand what feeling safe and secure really means to a woman, personally, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, financially. There's just so much that we feel and need in this area of feeling safe and secure, and it really could take many more audios and lectures just on this topic. So I'm going to keep it short, but I'm going to start first with this, and then we're going to tie back to men and their primary need. So feeling safe and secure for a woman at first contact, that's how you carry your body language. Do you stand too close? Do you ask too probing of questions? Do you act in a way that makes me feel uncomfortable? You're more likely to be rejected if you don't make me feel safe and secure at first contact, and then all the way through into marriage and beyond. If you don't succeed at making me feel safe and secure, you're more likely to lose me. And so, let me kind of explain what safe and secure means at first contact. That's primarily body language, how you hold yourself, and how close you stand, how you make me feel safe and secure, just in terms of how you handle that first contact. There are audios that you can learn about why men get rejected. All of that is within everything that I teach. So when you're looking at the complete Lasting Love Academy package and books, all of that is found there. But that is what it means at first contact. So now let's move forward. You are having a hard time getting into a relationship. And, what is it that's making you, maybe you've got the first date, but now you're having a hard time getting second, third, or fourth dates, or you're having a hard time getting her to commit. So in those scenarios, the reason why you may be getting rejected is because you're not creating more of an emotional connection. You're not making me feel like I'm really getting to know you. You're not being personal enough. And so I don't feel safe and secure because you're not being vulnerable with me. You're not sharing. You're not talking about your vulnerabilities or your fears or your issues or your life. Or when I'm talking about those things, you're not making me feel understood or valued or appreciated. You're not listening enough to me. Maybe you're talking too much about yourself in your life and you're not listening enough to me. So once again, I don't feel safe and secure. And so because I don't feel safe and secure, or I don't feel like you're interested in me personally, I'm more likely to maybe reject you. Now, there is the possibility you're falling into the too nice trap, which if we jump forward really quickly, let's look at secret number 6 to the female psychology. Women are turned off by men who are too nice. So if you're coming off as too nice, you're maybe acting like you're a good friend, you're a good pal, but we don't really respect you as much. Why is it that the guys who are the too nice guys don't get our love and attention and affection, and why are we not as attracted to them? The secret to that is in number 5. Women are attracted to strength and confidence. So you got the first date, you're having a hard time getting us to commit, or you're having a hard time getting us to be more interested in you, or you're hearing that you're such a nice guy, but I'm just not feeling it, kind of things. The reason for that is because you're not showing enough strength and confidence. Women fall in love with friends, secret number 7. Women fall in love with friends. So, but we only fall in love with friends that we trust and respect, which means you need to be expressing your feelings, needs, and opinions. You need to be doing your own thing. If you're excessively accommodating, you're excessively available, you're too into us, we're not going to sense that you have strength and confidence, and that makes you less attractive to us. So that's behavior you can change. It's in your posture, it's in what you say, it's in how you say it. That's behavior that you can change. And so we just need to see more strength and confidence from you. We like nice guys. You need to know we like nice guys, but we just don't trust guys that don't show strength and confidence. Why do we tend to like jerks? Why do we tend to be interested in the bad boy? Well, part of it's because although we're very, very much seeking and needing strength and confidence, we can be betrayed or deceived by arrogance and selfishness, because arrogance and selfishness look like strength and confidence, and they make us work harder. A guy who's arrogant and selfish makes us work harder in relationships, which comes to secret number 2 to the female psychology. Women love through sacrifice too. So if we aren't sacrificing in a relationship, then we're not going to love, value, and appreciate you. The challenge here is that good guys oftentimes don't communicate their needs. They don't tell a woman what what they're feeling and how a woman is making them feel. Instead, they just over anticipate what she's feeling and needing, and they try to take care of her. And instead of communicating how they're feeling and what's bothering them, they just kind of ignore that, and then the woman feels like she can, she's doing fine, and it's easier for her to criticize you because you're not giving her any feedback that puts responsibility back on her too. So all of that is covered in my dating systems, my books, audios, the Lasting Love Academy. So now let's look at you've learned how to do this. You know how to express your feelings, needs, and opinions. You've got her to sacrifice a little bit more, or a lot more. She's invested, she's participating, she's participating both emotionally, with touch, and even sometimes helping with the financial things, because as we get more into a committed relationship, it's not like women are just expecting you to pay for everything. I think that again is a woman's not sacrificing enough. But now, how do you make her feel safe and secure when you're in a relationship? In order for you to have gotten into a relationship, we needed to feel connection. We needed to feel that you were bonding. We needed to hear some of your feelings and needs. We needed to know more about your experiences. We need to see vulnerability and that you're human right along with us, because I'm going to share my feelings and vulnerabilities with you. I'm going to tell you about the things that I've done wrong, or my mistakes, or my pain from my childhood. I'm going to share those things. And if you never get vulnerable with me, I never really feel safe with you. And so you need to understand, now we're in a relationship. Why is she nagging, whining, complaining, withdrawing? Why is she becoming critical? Why is she saying she's not happy in the relationship? How do I make her feel fulfilled in the relationship? And in order to do this, you need to understand a couple of things. One is, once we're in a relationship with you, then we want to feel again that sense of shared vulnerability. I want to feel that when I make a mistake, you share with me the mistakes you're making. And I want to feel like you stay emotionally engaged. So when I share something and I feel hurt or I feel confused by your behavior, or you're not calling very often anymore, which happens, texts and phone calls drop off once we get more into a relationship because we already know each other, or we don't know what to say. We're kind of taking each other for granted to some degree. But I'm not hearing from you as much anymore, and so I'm feeling less secure in the relationship. In order for a woman to feel secure in a relationship, we need three things. We need to feel that you're being available to us, that when we call you or we text you, that you make time for us, that you're available. We need to feel that you're responsive. When I communicate a feeling or need, we need to feel that you're responding to us. And if you're not responding to us, we feel less secure in the relationship, and we feel like you're withdrawing from us. And the danger of this is that we'll fall out of love with you. And I'm going to explain that in just a minute. So we need to feel like you're responding to us, and we need to feel that you're emotionally engaged with us. Now, I'm going to come back to all of this and what women need to feel safe and secure, but let's go back to the male side of this now, okay?